Hello, friends. It's your girl, Vibes with Intuitively D, and today I am back with a new Astro weather update from February the 8th, which is Sunday, 2026, to Saturday, February 14th, 2026. And there are so many things that are happening in the skies this week, really just leading us up to the new moon in Aquarius solar eclipse that's on February 17th. And then we have that Saturn Neptune conjunction in Aries on February 20th. And then also February 17th is the lunar Chinese Lunar New Year fire horse. So excited for all this fire energy. But let's get started with Sunday. Um, the moon is going to square Mars. So the moon has moved into Scorpio and it's going to make a hard aspect, challenging aspect to Mars in Aquarius at 12 degrees. 12 degrees is a Pisces degree. So it's very intuitive, I think. I think it's asking us to put our dreams into motion, our vision into motion, you can't just dream and expect things to happen. You have to actually make it happen. The same exact day we begin this ostentatious, is that the word I'm looking for? But this Venus in Aquarius squares Uranus and Taurus. And it's going to be a doozy, actually. It's at 27 degrees, which is a Gemini degree, which means there's going to be quite a lot of communication, whether it's verbal communication, face to face, text messaging, the things that we're seeing, the things that we're reading, emails, all of that good information. It could also be travel as well. But it's going to be I'm thinking there's several ways that this can go, and I have my notes. So some things that I really wanted to note is this definitely is going to have something to do with our money, love, career, banking, resources, self-worth. Lots of that coming into play, whether you have aha moments or you have some breakthroughs, you get a resurgence, you feel a little more like free in those areas of your life. It's definitely going to be a theme. This can really have themes around rebirth of love, rebirth of friendship, rebirth of relationships. So love isn't always romantic. It can definitely be platonic. And of course, since we're dealing with Venus and Aquarius, it's definitely friendship based, right? But Venus is also romantic love. So where you have these breakthroughs of like you're finding you're reconnecting with people that you used to like, friendships that you used to have, or you are coming to terms with like romantic partnerships and friendships just need to like be done away with. You need to find people that are more aligned with you. This could also feel like fickleness in relationships as well. So if you're in like a long-term partnership or friendship and really partnership, and they're like, I don't know, this can be the moment where somebody says, well, you got to know. What I also love about this, as a Mars in Leo, is Uranus can liberate Venus's sexuality. And I'm an astrologer that loves really looking at that piece of astrology because, yeah, we're whole humans. So if this is liberating your sexuality in a healthy way, then definitely lean into that. All right. The next day, Monday, February the 9th, we have the sun squaring the moon because the sun is still in Aquarius. And so it's squaring the moon. So this is always a yin yang opportunity, more of a internal kind of realignment of what you want, what other people want. But I think this is you coming into terms with your emotional stability where you are right now. So it's how are we balancing how we're acting out in this world within our community and our friendships, but how we deeply feel about that, right? Moon and Scorpio, deep emotional, deep intimate connections. Aquarius sun, how I'm out with the people, with the friends, with the community. And so it's really just trying to align that. And a lot of us are coming to terms with maybe we're not in the right communities to foster who we are. And so we have to just realign ourselves. Tuesday, February 10th, here we go with our Pisces stellium that's happening, right? We already have Mercury move into Pisces. On February the 10th, we have Venus moving into Pisces. So this is going to be lovey-dovey because we know Venus really likes to be in Pisces. Romantic, poetic, dreamy. I would say now that Mercury and Venus will be in Pisces, please be very careful with overdoing substances. Like if you use that as escapism, this might not, don't don't do it. Be very mindful of the substances that you are taking and why you're taking them. All right. Because this can have us really seeking escapism in not so healthy ways. So definitely lean into your intuition, lean into your gut feeling, your heart space, journal, take good baths, showers, commune with friends, people that are just really supportive. I I want to enjoy Venus and Pisces this time around. I rarely do, but this I think I'm going to actually do. We also have the moon moving in Sag, which is immediately gonna square Venus. I don't think that's a negative square. I think it's just like, ooh, what's my creative expression? Who do I want to talk? Who do I want to have conversations around deep thoughts with? It's a good time. That moon in Sagittarius will square Venus. I said that. But the moon in Sag is going to trine Neptune in Aries. So there's a lot of like putting yourself first, putting yourself first. Your joy, your pleasure, your creative expression, your philosophy, your faith, your beliefs, especially because the moon is going to make a conjunction with Lilith, because Lilith is Sagittarius too. So that female energy that can be feisty, sassy, but also highly romantic. So Queen of Cups, but also Queen of Wands merging together. That's the vibe I'm getting for Tuesday. Wednesday, Mercury is going to conjunct the North Node and oppose the South Node. I think the downloads are going to be wild. I think the dreams are going to be wild. I think the communication you're getting from like people that you didn't think that you were going to ever hear from again, you will hear from. Remember, Mercury is in its shadow right now. It's going to go retrograde in Pisces at the end of the month. So we're collecting things so we can then look it over. This is going to happen at 9 degrees and some change. 10 degree. I'm going to look at 10 degrees of Sabian symbol. I love, oh geez, the Sabian symbol. So sorry. Like sometimes the lighting is great and sometimes, it just does what it does. So let's look at Pisces 10 and see what kind of insights we can have. Pisces 10, an aviator in the clouds. Definitely Pisces, actually. Keywords, observations. And I think I just mentioned this is going to be the time, the week that the next few weeks collecting information, watching things so we can review and revise when Mercury goes retrograde. The theme is global perspective. This symbol speaks to rising above the limitations of eye-to-eye problem solving and viewing things from a higher and more holistic point of view. The image of an aviator in the clouds emphasizes imagination, exploration, and curiosity. The implication here is that this degree refers to creative or abstract thinking and the development of testing new ideas. At its highest, this symbol represents broad-mindedness, exceptional scope of vision, and the ability to foresee and plan effectively for future needs. Negative, head in the clouds, impracticality, aloof, and rejections of social responsibility. I think this is just really going to ask us to if you've been looking at your life over the last several months, when the stellium was in Capricorn, the stellium in Aquarius, and even just at the astrological year, we are at the end of it. Pisces season is bringing the end of lots of things. And it's like, what can we do better? What can we change? What can we review, revise, and not in a practical manner? All right. Thursday, February 12th, the Sag moon trines Chiron. So really an opportunity to speak affirmations on what you believe about yourself and your creative expression and your faith and your philosophy, and really saying no to maybe playing small. The moon is also going to square Saturn and Pisces at its last degree. And so, have we built the structures that we wanted? Have we built structures for our dreams? Have we really tried to reach our dreams? Does it really feel good to us? Those are questions that you're going to have to ask yourself for the next few weeks. We moved to Friday the 13th, which I love a good Friday the 13th. It's a good time. It's a fun time. It's a spooky time. And as an Astro girly, tarot reader, and baby witch, I love it. I'm not even a baby witch. I'm a witchy gal. So Saturn, 0 degrees Aries. I have some videos on in a playlist that goes through all the signs for Saturn and Aries that I made last year. I think they're still relevant. I was excited about it last year. I'm still excited about it this year. It is the fire that we fucking need. It is the ignition start that we need. It is a reboot. It is a new beginning. The same day, Capricorn is going to sextile Mercury and Pisces and the North Node and trine the South Node, really grounding you into this idea that you can make your dreams into a reality, right? If we let go of the old habits, the perfectionism, the looping, the overthinking, the needing to have it perfect, we can build on something and go with the flow. I think it's a really lovely day for us to dream big, especially as we move into February 14th, which some of us celebrate Valentine's Day, Galentine's Day, if you don't celebrate it at all. The moon is in a lovely trine to Uranus and Chiron, so really deep healing. So like doing a self-love practice, nice bath, rose quartz, carnelian this week might be really nice, getting your creative expression and motivation in. But yeah, all in all, this is a week of Scorpio moon, Sag moon, and really coming to terms with new relationships, endings of relationships. And let me know how it works out for you. I'll pull a card for this week. Well, let's see. It's the Seasons of the Witch. I'm obsessed. Don't make any money from it, but absolutely obsessed with it. So let's see what this week wants us to know. Then you can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram, where I'll have daily card pulls for each of the days of the week. Let's do it. The Winter Fool. Hell yeah. She's going through a portal. She doesn't know what's on the other side of the portal. She can kind of see what's on the other side of the portal, but really does not know. And the Winter Fool takes that first step without knowing how it's going to work. And I think this week, going into next week, we are going to have to take some calculated risk. We're going to have to realize we've learned a lot. We know a lot. We have experience. We have wisdom. We have discernment. And we're going to have to take some risks. Oh, sorry. There we go. Right. And it's a really sweet time that you can know that where you have been has been cool, but also be really excited to step through something new and step in another direction. So I hope that for you. I hope that for you. Let me know how you're feeling about this week in the comments. And if you want to work with me, there is going to be a link there's a link in the bio, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. See ya.